Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Random But Relevant, presented by My Block TV. Tonight, we got a special co-host and a new member of the My Block TV network. He's a youth advocate. I got to know him a lot this past 2 months. Great guy. I want to welcome everybody. Jay Butler, how you doing, bro? Welcome to the show.
Yeah, man. What's going on, man?
How you been, man?
I've been all right, man. Taking it easy, taking it light. I can't complain out here.
How that cold? How that Willie Hawk treating you? It's cold as hell outside, ain't it?
Nah, it ain't that. It's getting there. I ain't looking for February and March. That's when it's really cold. But right now, they easing us into it. They just ain't smack us with it. So.
It's the wind for me, man, because I'm out there early in the morning, so that wind be hitting in the morning.
That wind to cook you. That wind to turn your lips into chalk. Like
it's no good. It's no good, man. And
Definitely.
it was so crazy with the way October and November, we was getting so many sunny days. I thought we was gonna have a weird winter, but
that was that month was crazy because I ride bikes, so the weather was jumping back and forth. So I would want to throw it in storage, then we get a nice day. I jump on it. Then I want to throw it in storage, then I take the gas out. So yeah, that month was definitely up and down for me. So it's playing tricks on me, definitely.
No doubt. So, you do a lot of youth advocacy and all that. What brought that about? You like helping people? Like, what made you want to start working with the kids? Seem like you like helping people.
Yeah, I love. It's more like a big brother type thing, and I'm showing them that the things that people should have been showing us, or the things we wanted to, show us. Like different activities. Like, I'm gonna box with you. I'm gonna help you do certain things. We do slot cars, RC cars. So it's more like like I said, it's like a big brother. I wanted to give back because I knew how I felt just to be running the streets and nobody
Facts.
caring.
Facts.
So nobody so I just brought them in. Like some dudes, a lot of dudes ain't, young ones ain't have no fathers or things of that nature. So we take them in. Like I said, I do a boxing program. Also do a bully program as well. Teach you self-defense and things of that nature to bring your self-esteem up, your confidence up. Exactly, when you walking and things like that. So
it's so funny you say that because, I was a teacher too. I had a degree in that, and what I've noticed working with the older kids, some of the most aggressive kids are the one that's struggling with self-esteem and all that, and that's just how they kind of
they because some of them lash out. So it's more like when they're aggressive, it's more of you before me. So I'm gonna show you something before you before you come with me with the harsh energy or whatever. You want to bully me, I'm gonna try to bully everybody. So it's like a defense mechanism at the same time.
Facts, right.
So.
And with social media is not helping at all. You know what I mean? Especially with these kids. You know
social media got the kids like this.
Yeah.
Everybody going this way. Like I said, things like TikTok got everybody. Like social media made it where you can't even tell certain children anything.
Facts.
Because they go right to whatever you say. They go right now. He didn't say that, so that's not. Yeah. That's not right. So
that's crazy.
So we got to battle with that. That's another fight. Social media against parenting and mentoring as well. Because we trying to do the right path, but when social media shows you something like you getting money off stupidity, why go to school?
Yeah. And I'm not going to do no name calling, but I just see a lot of shows and stuff like that for the youth that's being successful, and it's a lot of clowning going on. It's not really positive, and I don't know. I don't want to.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know. Yeah, we definitely ain't gonna shoot names, but we know, especially when it comes to the women. Yeah. The shows that have the women now, it's like I see it in the children that I have. Like I see it mostly like now, it's so crazy that you see the shows that's geared towards young women to make them act out. Now I have the young boys more under wraps than the women. Yeah. The young ladies, I should say. Yeah. The young ladies is just out of control. Yeah. I can't really get to them, but the young boys, I got them.
Yeah.
But the young ladies, it's like, nah, this is what it is. This is how we supposed to be acting.
Nah, facts.
So it's like, nah, we gotta break that from them. We gotta break that stigma. We gotta take that away from us,
And for me personally, what kept me on the straight and narrow was I was the youngest, and I, growing up in Brooklyn and all that, I was around all that. But for me, it was a dad and a mom. My mom was very Caribbean family. She didn't have a problem beating us. She didn't have a problem doing all that. But as a grown man, I understood what she was doing. With that being said, what made you want to kind of shift your life and change your life into a positive path? Or what was that thing in your life that made you want to say, nah, that's not it. I'm going over here.
My children.
Real.
And that was more of you putting your lifestyle and everything. It comes up to, it boils down to what matters to you the most.
Facts. Yeah.
So you put your children on the scale, and then you put your lifestyle on the scales. You know, you're in the streets, the money, whatever. And I care for my children more than that.
Facts.
So once I gave that up, like I said, once I gave up the streets, I just went and started immediately. I worked for Cypress Hills Community Daycare Center. Yeah. So the transition was so crazy. People was like, for real?
But it was easy for you, though.
Yeah, it was easy because it was like, that's what mattered to me the most. Now, for some people, that lifestyle's the most. Yeah. You got the cars, the people, this, that, and the third. It's more, but I'm like, I got to set an example for him because I can't tell him nothing if I'm out here sinning and trying to win. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, I can't tell you. So that's what my son right now, Morgan State College. He does productions. Yeah, he does productions.
My best friend, shout out to Moochie, my best friend graduated from
my son, we at Morgan State, so my son is Josiah Powers. Actually worked for Roc Nation, Telfar, Gucci, Puma, North Face.
Shout out to the Josiah.
I did that, so I had to keep him, but I had to show him something. So now it's like, when friends come over and they tell stories, he look at me like, what? Street?
That was you?
What you mean? So I got to tell him, yo, chill, because I had to set that example.
But that's a beautiful thing, though, if you think about it, because he never even saw that part of you. So I think it makes them appreciate it that much more.
Because one thing was, I really was locked in with my kids. So it was like, first it was homeschooling. So I homeschooled them first, taught them things, birds and the bees, how men should be. So I taught them first because that's what mattered to me first.
That's real.
So I said, let me get into that,
Random but Relevant, presented by My Block TV. We are here with Jay Butler. It's been a pretty wild year, 2024, man. If you could sum up,
where you want to start? Like I'm saying, it's so wild. You can't even. Where you want to go with it? Like, where you want to start?
Let's just go ahead and get it out the way.
Okay.
We obviously November. We just had an election pass, and we have a new president, the 47th president of the United States, Donald Trump. Talk to me a little bit briefly, without making it take over the whole show. What do you feel about the climate of the country now? Where do you see it going?
I see in other countries' eyes that I think, like right now, we wouldn't be looked at as like a joke as we've been looked at as as in the past for the things that's going on. A lot of people not gonna like him. A lot of people's gonna like him. Depends on what's good for you and what he got planned for us. So, but I think we done been through plenty of different presidents.
That's real.
We done been through, no matter what you gave us, we had to get through this. So this president here is like, we just got to get through it and keep doing what we do. So it's like, because people, they paint a picture, yo, he's gonna be like a dictator and he's gonna have us. It's not that. It's not that crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I see it as more like he's more. When I see him from back in days, he's more like a businessman as well. So what his thing was, he wanted to create like opportunities and like, cause the workforce went up. Like the numbers in workforce did go up because like he said, like if you ever saw his interview in 60 Minutes a long time ago, that's what he said, he was going to buy up like property and make more construction jobs and things, and people was going to, so you got to say sometimes, but in any situation, when you get any one of these presidents, it's good with bad. There's nobody perfect. Nobody's going to be able to clean up the whole country in 2 terms.
Yeah, that's real.
They're never going to clean it up. Obama tried. He did what he did. He had his good. He had his bad. Same thing with him. So we just got to wait and see. We got to thug it out. We got to see what's going on. But as as the people from the neighborhood, we're going to make it work for whoever you give us. All right?
My only thing is what I've noticed, and it's disturbing to me as a country like America, because if you look at us from a worldly standpoint, you got elections that can't even function right. That causes wars and all that. And I think what distinguishes us is tolerance and the ability to us disagreeing on stuff, but still being able to have a conversation. And the thing I don't like is, as an African American man, the way people get criticized for being a Trump supporter, or someone gets criticized for being a Democrat or Republican. I just don't think it was structured or designed to be like that. So that's what disturbs me a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it gets kind of crazy because, people always going to have like a,
Like a bias, you think?
Yeah, like a bias, or like, okay, if you go this way, you ain't going with us. This is what we want. But you don't know what's on my plate and what I got going and what might benefit me in his plans.
Yeah.
So, okay, if he got this going and he want to give you less taxes or more taxes or this, that, and third and create this, it might work for me, might not work for you. But I'm sure there's something that worked for you in this. Like, he's not going to just, because people just run around with this rhetoric craziness that he's going to just lock people up. Put them on. It's not that. It's just not that crazy. Like I said, we gotta give him a shot.
Yeah, my concern is I think the darkest part of his administration, if I could foreshadow everything, is going to be the mass deportation thing, because it's business wise, it's going to get complicated, because when he made the comment about their jobs or our jobs, he wasn't just talking about Black America. I walk around in the city and I see where businesses are being incentivized for hiring migrants and this and that.
Yeah.
And that's when it becomes problematic, because now you're making me make a business decision now. It's not a political decision anymore. If I can get $26,000 tax break, I don't care how I feel about a migrant. If I could save $26,000,
exactly,
I'm a hire you. We could talk to that. We could have cooler talk all the time.
Yeah.
But if you incentivizing me now,
to have to work, you get what I'm saying? So
it's a different beast right now.
It's definitely a different beast, man. It's like I said, it's all over the place for him, especially with the migrant situation. That situation is kind of tough.
It's super tough.
It's tough, because then you had the people. Because then again, you had the people like, okay, when we asked for things and we asked for help, we never got this help.
Yeah.
So we never got the help. So where does this money come in this budget that you giving them this many? Because like I said, I work for BPM Hotels. I work for BPM Hotels.
Oh, so you saw that aspect.
No, I was there.
Yeah,
I was there. That's how I worked at BPM Hotel on 33rd and 3rd in Park Slope.
Oh my Lord, that was one of the big. So let me ask you this, man. Keep it 100. What's the first thing that goes through your mind when you see that mass flow of people and them switching their business module like that? What's the first thing that goes through your mind?
Yo, it's a lot. It like I said, it's a lot. To me, like, I think it was a bad thing for them coming here.
Yeah, and it
wasn't good, because it's like this. All right, it's like this. You come here, right? We're just gonna break it down in layman terms. You come in the house all day, right? And you go, Dad, we hungry. And I go, I only got oodles and noodles. Here's oodles and noodles, oodles and noodles. And then we got company from out of town. And your pops bring out the steak, the shrimp. You get what I'm saying? You like, hold up, wait a minute. Pop, we was eating beef, turkey, oodles and noodles.
In the people's face.
And so that's one of the main problems. Like, yo, this is crazy, because when I was there, they was you get laundry allowance. You got your Xbox. You had a choice between Xbox.
And a PS5, right?
No, Xbox. No, at the time it was Xbox and Beats headphones.
Wow.
So you get allowance. We end up getting new French toilets. We end up getting flat screens. For everybody else that was here that been here, we never got this. The hotel looked like trash. Yeah. The BPM looked like trash. But once the migrants came, all this money that they had, like nobody never had TVs. All of a sudden I come in and ask Steve, where these TVs? He said, these are the migrants.
I'm not gonna lie to you. My experience of what it was, I don't know if you're familiar with Queens, but right by Jamaica Avenue, they had this little restoration of Jamaica Queens, and these luxurious hotels were building. And right when they started building, we noticed the flow of traffic in there. And you wouldn't believe how much people coming, because I used to take the 44 into Flushing to come to work. And people would just stop in there and be like, am I seeing what I'm seeing? And then I had a conversation off record with a security guard, a Jamaican girl. She said, yeah, this is for the migrants.
Yeah.
And I could not believe it was like a 4 or 5-star hotel. And I'm like, yo.
Yeah, and then the whole thing is too, it's like I said, my son is in Morgan State, right? They took them like mostly out of the housing and gave it to the migrants. So at one point we had to figure out where my son was gonna stay.
Wow.
And we paying for college. I'm paying tuition. So my son, he gotta come out of housing. Now I gotta try to figure it out. So after a while, they end up figuring out, but everybody didn't have housing. Yeah. Most of that went to most of the migrants.
Yeah, I was telling someone the other, just before we wrap this up, I was telling someone the other day, right, coming into the election, I was like, yo, they can't recover from this. I don't care if I was like, you're not going to disrespect your constituents like that.
Yeah, they just.
And the worst thing about it is, when Democrats mess up, a lot of people are going to go and vote for Donald Trump. But if Donald Trump wasn't there, the backlash of that is people would have just not voted.
Yeah,
because a
all.
lot of black folks ain't going to work for Republicans. We only seeing black folks working for Republicans because it's Donald Trump. It ain't like Donald Trump going to do his 4 years and leave and we going to still ride with them. That's not going to happen. Black folks just not going to vote, and I think that's the worst part about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. With that being said, it's been a real weird ending in 2024 when it comes to music, and you know, obviously the new beef,
the moguls,
hip hop beef right now is oh my lord, we're gonna get into that in a second. We got that Kendrick and that Drake beef. You know, you obviously come from that golden era of hip hop.
Yeah.
So where does this rank amongst beefs in hip hop to you?
Okay, we have one of my I have a couple favorite beefs. I have I can't say Tupac and Biggie. It's one of the most like defined, but it wasn't like, because it's a stamp. That's a stamp in hip hop. But I don't like saying it because people lost their lives.
Yeah. And so, that never really made sense because Biggie was so new.
Yeah. So it's just like, but like I said, NWA, Ice Cube, Cannabis, LL.
That was a
Cannabis
classic,
LL was it was punching. Why, you know? So it was like Common, like what I mentioned, Common and Ice
Common
Cube?
and Cube. Yeah.
Common and Cube. That, you know why it's up there? Because, and then you got Jay-Z and Nas.
Yeah.
We can't forget that.
That's my number
that's
one.
That's like the number one made two boroughs, you know, like really like, yeah, that's our guy. Ooh, that's our guy. You get what I'm saying? So, but I'm gonna say, I ain't even gonna say who I thought won. I ain't even gonna say who I feel won, because I'm from Brooklyn, so I get a lot of backlash. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say, because I'm non-biased when it comes to certain things. But yeah, we all know. But
ultimately, a beef is supposed to bring out the best of both.
Yeah, it's a spawn session.
Yeah.
You throw something, pop, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I think at one point Jay just didn't take it seriously when he came back with the Dr. Dre beat on Friday. You know, so it was like he just threw that together. So that's why I think he just like he kind of tapped out with that one.
And another thing I love about that beef was how it brewed up.
Yeah.
Because I remember the Queensbridge compilation. Nas got back at Bleak. You know, right before that, Bleak threw some shots at him, and it just kind of erupted. That was the favorite about that.
So it was definitely that. But the Drake with Drake and Kendrick, I liked it because Kendrick he was strategic with this.
Yeah, super strategic.
He must have laid about 6-7 songs before he even said anything.
Yeah.
Because he just came back to back. The other one when got Pop turned in his grave. And me personally, to somebody to listen to, I like Drake better. Drake, just when you go into a spot, Drake just is joint. I know people like, he's soft, whatever. It sets the mood, whatever. Kendrick, selective certain songs, because you know he's a positive brother, very conscious. So certain songs are selective, but sometimes I don't like his voice tone. He like those the little
he's very animated.
Yeah, so it's very funny to me. But I could say Kendrick wore him out.
Yeah,
Kendrick definitely wore him out.
When it comes to you Not Like Us was a huge record.
Yeah.
Even with the lawsuit, all that. I felt like people are knocking Drake for doing the lawsuit thing, but I do think Drake was kind of like they trying to Julius Caesar Drake a little bit as far as the biasness. Drake has had this coming as far as sleeping with people, women. I think Joe Budden's hit it on the nail.
Yeah,
I think
you did a lot. You did a lot to people, and you just publicly you take people, kids' mothers on shopping street. You laugh, you make fun. So you're building an army of people that don't like you in this corner. You doing that.
And I'm not taking nothing away from the not.
Nah, he's definitely one of my top guys when it comes to the artists. He's definitely, but you definitely built the army against you. Like you was talking crazy. You taking people there. You like this, fly them out, and this is that and the third, and then. So when everybody so when it's time to get them, so everybody so it's like, yo, Drake, you got to take that, you got to take that one on the chin. But like I said, Drake, he kind of got you on certain things. Drake wasn't no slouch when it come to that. I feel like Kendrick just had more material. He just studied you. It's hard to come at somebody that studied you for so long and got so much ammo against you. So when he hits you, now you turn around and now you like this. You just find you throwing anything while everything that he said and everything that he got for you, everything was calculated.
Yeah.
This is not raising your kids.
Yeah.
This is one dealing with younger women. This is one, so he
Yeah.
had it laid out for you. While you kind of trying to scramble, you don't know really much about him.
That's a fact.
You just know he had an altercation maybe with his wife. So that's the only thing you got. This guy been studying you. So that's why when he threw Lil Wayne's name out there, that's why everybody tell Lil Wayne, don't even jump at it. He got something for you.
Yeah.
He didn't just say your name to.
He's
you get what I'm saying?
calculated.
He's calculated.
Yeah.
He just didn't say your name. He wants you to say something so he can release like 13.
Yeah. Facts, right? And he dropped the album off of it.
He got a Lil Wayne diss album.
But here's my thing with it, bro. I'm a just double down on what you just said. Maybe it's just at my age now, and I've listened to hip hop pretty much all my life. I appreciate Drake because, for one, he signed one of my favorite dancehall artists, that's Popcorn. And two, I just feel like when I buy a Drake album, I'm getting so much in that album. I'm getting so much in that body of work. I just learned to appreciate him a lot.
That's
you know
why.
what I mean?
That's why I said Drake is, to me, like people always say, "Yo, who you think won?" I say Kendrick. Who's the better artist? Drake.
Yeah, that's
Period.
real.
He's the better artist. I would listen to Drake all day. Kendrick, get one, skip the 3,
Yeah.
9, turn it off.
But I was talking to one of my partners yesterday. He got a 14-year-old, and he said, you know, when he in the car, he want to connect with us. It was just real. I thought it was real. He said, when I really want to connect with my son, all I got to do is bring up Kendrick or Kanye. So I would give that to Kendrick, where as far as he is the Nas.
Yeah, he's Nas.
Of
Yeah,
this
he's
youth,
definitely
you
the
know what I mean?
consciousness.
Yeah, so I give him that.
That bring the people, you know, like he try to bring the people and he actually like send messages and things of that nature. He's definitely, you can learn a lot of things through his music.
Yeah.
There's a lot of messages in his music. Same thing like Kanye. Kanye gonna tell you the truth, whether he gonna get 100 lashes or not.
Yeah. That's what makes him Kanye.
Yeah, that's what makes him Kanye. That's our crazy uncle.
Yeah.
The crazy uncle, you know that
Great
he
analogy.
drank. That's our crazy uncle. That's what when Kanye say something, we be like, all right, cool. You know, it's Kanye. He's a crazy uncle. So.
And everybody, every artist can't get that.
Nah, they can't.
You know what I'm saying? And like rest in peace, PNB Rock. I remember, like a month or two later, Kanye was going through some personal stuff, and he was in like the hood in L.A. and he just wanted some soul food, and he was dolo, just eating, and everybody was just like all the hood dudes were just looking out for him, just. Putting them on camera, like not even touching the guy.
Yeah.
And I just feel like every artist don't have that where they can do stuff like that.
They don't. Some people got it. Some people don't. It's like the it factor.
Yeah, that's facts.
You just got that energy. You can walk into a room and boom, people just want to embrace you. You got some people just want to hate you, or just don't like you. It's just that's the energy you carry. But certain of them, they got that star power quality.
Yeah.
You want to bring them. People want to vibe with you. They want to. Because like I said, he's more like. He have a lot of some things he say you might not understand, but that's on another intelligent level. But his wisdom, people take from that and be like, yo, because some people pick it up. When he say certain things, he be like, how'd you know that? Because I've studied that.
Yeah.
And you pick it up. And you know, when he talk about certain artists,
Yeah.
certain things of the poetry, things of that nature, like Basquiat, all types of stuff he
Yeah.
talks about. And he breaks it down. So a lot of people like him for that. Like I said, he's like the drunk uncle that he knows everything.
Yeah, he knows.
He get drunk and he wild out on you.
Yeah, he gonna drop some.
But he gonna drop some jewels.
Yeah.
But he gonna wild out on you, your girlfriend. He gonna wild out on everybody.
Random but Relevant, presented by My Block TV. We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna talk about something that's, we ain't gonna get into it too much, but stay tuned. We got it for you. We'll be right back.
We got
Random but Relevant. We know about the law of attraction now, but how do we control it? Like, that's what the public
Right.
didn't understand.
So what I mean by we know about the law of attraction, so we know when we want to attract something, right? We can say it out loud, right? We can want to manifest it, but we don't know how to manifest it because there's precursors to the law of attraction. I think I was telling this to Danielle earlier that in order to even get to the law of attraction, there's a missing step. So the missing step is doing the work.
Welcome back to Random but Relevant, presented by My Block TV. I'm your host, Oswald Williams. We're here with our guest co-host, Jay Butler. Just recently, there was some nasty allegations coming out about, the mogul, the billionaire, the philanthropist, the legend, Jay-Z. Without getting too personal, talk to me a little bit about that. What do you think? Do you really think it's a shakedown? Do you think there's some truth to it?
Right now, we live in the era of the shakedown. Some modern day buck breaking.
Yeah.
Of the guys that, the people we look up to.
Yeah.
And the things of that nature. And people see it as a free payout. Because right now, if you can, this is anybody, if you can prove that you occupied the same space in that time in that year, if you bought a ticket if you bought something from Macy's and I was in Macy's buying something, you can put a case on
association,
me. Because no matter what, we live in an era where it's not, people don't care if it's true, who just puts it out first. You puts it out and people just gonna run with it.
Yeah.
So they're gonna, it's a lot going on with that. But like I said, if you could, everything's a shakedown now. If you don't want to pay, then we're gonna put this out on you. Some stick with some people, some don't. Being that Jay-Z is that big, it's gonna stick and people's gonna run with it. Same thing like I said, you got a lot of things with Diddy. We don't know a lot of things about that case. Things we do know, we fought with Cassie, dragged up, whatever the case may be. But it's a lot of things we just don't know. We really don't know. And it's a lot of things the judge just threw out because he said it's irrelevant. We tapping into somebody's personal life. And then we judging them here. We do a lot of crazy things when the curtains are closed in our personal life. But we shouldn't be judged for that because that's what we like.
That's a fact.
Because like I said, if anything, I was the baby oil king first, so they should be taking me.
I'm dead.
I was the baby oil king.
I feel you. But here's what I say. One of my EP right here, Renee, one thing me and him always argue on issues. Or one thing he always say, and as much as I like to disagree with him on a lot of things, one thing he always say is like, we don't have the facts. We don't have all the facts.
We don't have the facts.
That's something I always try to remind myself. It's like, yo, public opinion means nothing in the court of law.
At all.
And until we get the facts.
We need the facts. Like, I can't sit there. That's why I never, like me, as much as I, be online, I do my lives and I school people to a lot of things, I never even spoke on that.
Yeah.
I can't speak on somebody's business. I don't know. Because the same thing, too, like, I know how it feels to sit in the courtroom when somebody just say, yo, you know what? Something happened to me and just you got to pay for it. Because, like, I was on trial for something. I was on trial for eating pizza. A magician got robbed. They felt somebody had to pay. And it was me, and I was facing 7.5 to 15 for eating pizza. I got acquitted, but it's like I went through a whole lot. You get what I'm saying, for eating pizza. So it's like...
Before you got all the facts.
Yeah, before you got all the facts. So it's like, yo, this guy didn't even... But I ran him through the ringer, and he's on trial, and so,
What I will say is, what I won't do is prejudge just because some popular... websites trying to get views. Well, I won't do that. But what I won't do is say he didn't do it. Because again, I don't have the facts.
We don't know. That's what I said. I never said he didn't. I never said. We just don't know till it's on the table. Till we know, then that's what we going with. But
and I think that's the again, going back to social media. I think that's the bad thing about social media now, where it's just all about the soundbite and it's all about the view. You know what I mean? I think that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't like that because whatever comes out, that's what's law. On social media, once it comes out, that's law. That's what happened.
No doubt. Random but Relevant, presented by My Block TV. We are here with the newest member of the network, Mr. Jay Butler. We got the Jay Butler Show coming. Give me a little bit about, what's your vision for that? How do you see that looking?
My vision for that, I want to put out some good content. I want to put out some, like I said, some good messages. I want to shine some light on a lot of things about my people. Like, a lot of times, because we do get the wrong information and we do get misled into certain things such as relationships and how we move and things of that nature. So I want to bring a lot of that, plus with a little sports in there. I want to sprinkle a lot of different little things in there.
You a boxing man, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm boxing. Definitely boxing. Boxing
I'm looking forward to that one. What you just to talk briefly? Javante got a fight coming up. What you think?
Who is it?
His name is Roach. Yeah.
I think Javante gonna take him out with the sheer power. Because I like Javante because he take it as when he gets in the ring, he plays like he's sparring.
Yeah.
He's having a good time. So once he feel you out though, once he feel you out, he gonna hit you with that cannon.
And you know what I think about Javante that's super special? I've seen people, the Spanish dude he fought and this last dude he fought, I seen them holding their own, but I think they don't realize how fast he is.
Yeah, how fast. And he's going to watch you. He's going to watch you and make it, because that's one thing about boxing. That's the sweet science of boxing. They wait for you to make certain mistakes. They watch you. They know when you throw the jab, you might drop the, you get what I'm saying? This might drop. So that's what he do. He watch you from about 1 to 4. and then after that it's cannon time.
Yeah.
Once he catch you with then he gonna walk you down a little bit. He gonna let you, like the Rolly thing.
Yeah.
He's waiting for Rolly to make one
Yeah, that's his
mistake
name, yeah.
Rolly that he banked on the whole time, and he put him between the ropes.
I seen the guy get, because I was in the casino watching that fight, and I seen Gervonta caught him one time, and I'm looking at his face like, I was like, he didn't know that dude was that fast.
Yeah. Because the worst punch that you can get hit with is the one you don't see coming.
Yeah, that's right. With that being said, Random But Relevant, presented by My Block TV. Once again, we want to thank everybody for supporting us all through the years. As the network grows, I want to thank my EP, Renee Valdivia. I appreciate you. Jay, I'm really looking forward to working with you. Welcome to the family, man. But take us out with a video, man. Take us out with a video before we go. What you rocking with? What you want here?
What I take out with a video? I want to hear
Go ahead, do your thing.
What's the name? Future.
Young Pluto.
Young Pluto.